Okay, in this video, we're going to look at how to conjugate a verb, any verb, doesn't matter the conjugation, doesn't matter if it's irregular, in pluperfect tense. That's the last tense we'll be learning this year in Latin 1. The first thing we need to do is to find our stem, and this is the most important step as this is where most people go wrong. This is not the same stem that you would use if you were forming the present or the imperfect tense. And that's exactly what a lot of students do, is they use the same stem that they would use for present tense, but that would be incorrect. The correct stem comes from the third principal part of the dictionary definition. So you want to ignore the first principal part. You want to ignore the infinitive. It's that third word that always ends in long I. That's where you need to find your stem. In fact, this is the same stem that you used for perfect tense. So perfect and pluperfect tense are going to use the exact same stem. The only difference is that they have their own endings. So we're going to find that stem, and then we're going to put it in all the boxes on our chart. Here I have two verbs of different conjugations, and we're going to see that they follow the same steps and form the pluperfect the exact same way. It doesn't matter that they're different conjugations. Porto, portare happens to be first. Dormir, dormire happens to be fourth. So first thing we're going to do is just cross out the first two principal parts because we don't need them at all to do pluperfect tense. In fact, they're just going to distract us and possibly make us do it incorrectly. So we just want to cross them out right away. The third principal part, the one right here, is the one we're concerned with. However, this form in the dictionary definition is the perfect tense, so we need to ignore the ending. The perfect tense first person singular ending is that long I, so we're just going to take that right off. Everything in front of that long I is our stem, and remember the stem for the perfect and the pluperfect are the same. So we're going to take this stem, portau or dormir, ending in that V, and we're going to put that in all the boxes. Now we have the correct stem to form the perfect or the pluperfect tense. But today we're focusing on pluperfect, so let's check out those endings. Here are the pluperfect tense endings. Aram, aras, arat, aramis, aratus, erant. They may look familiar to you. That is because they are the imperfect tense of esse. So if they were words by themselves, they would be the imperfect tense of sum, but here they're being used as endings, and they're formed by the letters ERA, and then your personal endings, M, S, T, mus, tis, and NT. So let's go add those on and finish pluperfect tense. Here we are back at our charts, and I'm just going to add those aram, aras, arat endings, and we'll have the pluperfect tense. Here we have the pluperfect tense, and it sounds like this. Portaveram, portaveras, portaverat. In the plural, we have dormiveramus, dormiveratis, dormiverant. And remember, this tense is the one that's always translated in English with the helping word had. So I had carried, you had carried, he, she, or it had carried, or we had slept, you all had slept, or they had slept.